All right, all right. I think we are live for the first time on YouTube. Hit number one in the comments, guys, if you can hear me. Here we go. We have Gomo, Huzaifa, Tanvia, TN, Faz, Hamza, Majid, Tanvia, Michael, the number one YouTube subscriber, Raheem, Andrew, Anas, Huzaifa, public speaker, Pratik, the legend. Awesome. Oh God, Liana, I hope I'm saying that right. Mohammed Arib, we have Arjun, great stuff. Awesome. Excellent to see you guys. How is everyone doing? Pratik is excited. I'm excited for you guys as well. I thought I'll change it up today and we'll do things differently. Normally it's on Zoom. I can see you guys. And I was like, you know what? Let me do something uncomfortable today. Well, not uncomfortable because I'm pretty. I say uncomfortable, but I'm always pretty comfortable with a lot of things. But I've never been live on YouTube before, and like it's funny at the beginning of the call, the live call, I was thinking, hang on, am I even live? And it took me about 20 seconds to realize that I'm gone live. But awesome, guys. It's a pleasure having you on the call. I'm going to be keeping an eye out on the chat on my right-hand side. If you have any questions, guys, make sure you post them when I ask you to, and then I'll move through them one by one. But there's so much that I want to go through with you guys. I'm really excited for what's been happening. It's been a few months since we launched the Closers University, and you all know this was all to just help you guys. And I want to share a number of things with you guys here today, because a number of you guys have gone through the training. You understand what high ticket closing setting, DM setting is. You're pretty well versed with all of this, but now what? What do we do now? I've gone through, certain parts of you being the interested. So you're interested in many opportunities, but how do we become the interesting? How do we become the interested? So people are interested in us. So there's a number of those things that I want to touch upon as well, that many of you guys have already done. But remember, as we always say, repetition is the mother of learning. So what do I mean? What do I mean by that? So once you guys have, some of you guys have, and I've told you guys to create your intro video. Now I want to touch upon the intro video. You guys have seen my intro video on my YouTube channel. It's crazy. I was just recording that for a company that I was applying to. And then I was like, okay, let me just post this on YouTube so you guys can see. And I remember I just quickly off the cuff just recorded it, but I went through certain aspects on there, which was key. Now I want you guys, so not only watch that, but make it your own. Look at some of the things. Now, some of you guys may say, oh, but I don't have that much experience as you, Jabran. No problem. But can you be as excited as Jabran? Because look, people, I'm telling you now, guys, people won't fully remember what you said, but they'll definitely remember how you made them feel. So if this short video is your chance to get in front of them, so what are we going to do? Are we going to be enthusiastic? Now, I don't care what everybody else says or whatever. You need to be excited. Be excited for not where you're at, but where you're going. Look, I wish I could just pick up my monitor, because I'm doing this on my monitor. Excuse the what's it called? Anyways, if I could pick this up and show you my 100K, my goal, guys, and you guys know this, and I want to share this with you guys live. My goal, because I'm getting back in the game now, guys. I've helped set up my dad's stuff that I went to Pakistan for, for his retirement, etc. and whatever. Right now, I'm getting back in the game, guys, and I'm going to be doing, my goal for high ticket closing is 100 G's a month. That's why I'm excited. Have I earned 100 G's a month? No, I haven't. I've earned about 57, 60K in a single month, but that's history. Let's talk about where we're going. We're going for 100 grand a month. Yes, I said that right. 100,000 USD in a single month. 22nd of October, 3 days after my 36th birthday. Oh my God, I'm 36. But look, guys, you need to, so look at what I just did there. Look how I got so excited about the money that I want to make and the money that I'm going to make. So what I want you guys to be thinking right now, so because look, I know, guys, I know some of you guys are not happy with your current situation. I freaking wasn't for years. 2014 was when I entered the entrepreneurial journey, and I saw the hope of making 20 grand in a single month. And I remember, man, I remember crying for days and nights and years. And I remember just used to crying myself to sleep. Like, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do this for my sister. One day I'm going to do this for my mom, my dad. Like, everything was for my family and my siblings and everything. Like, for me, I swear to you, I do not care about the clothes or like, okay, so long as like the clothes look good, I'm okay with. I'd even shop from Primark. I'd even shop from like whatever the basics. I don't care. So long as they look good and I feel good in them, that's great. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. Now, I literally just had a one-on-one with one of my good friends, Thomas, before this call, and I was putting on my Chanel blue, blue, whatever it is. Like, look, guys, this was always associated. I associated Chanel blue. Now, I got the most expensive one, which is like the gold one, and it's not Eau de Parfum, it's just Parfum. So it's like the strongest, and it's like nearly 200 pounds. Now, the reason why I always get this, guys, and I always have it on my table, I'm not going out, even I'm just working from home. I put it on just so I can feel, because I used to associate this with being rich. I used to always, as a young kid, I used to always smell it on, all like the rich and successful people. So I like now, whenever I jump on my calls, just so I can feel good, I'll put it on and I'll get myself moisturized. My head is shining as well. I like, for me, if I feel good, I can deliver good. Now, the reason why I'm covering all of this with you guys, because some of you guys are making these intro videos, but you're making them based around your current situation. Like, maybe you're not at the income goals that you want to get at. Maybe you're not where you want to be, and as a result, it's showing up. It's showing up in your behaviors, and like, people can feel it. And this is why, like, look, you have to trick the mind. You have to trick the mind. So how do we trick the mind? Like, every morning when you wake up, just put on something positive. Put on something. I used to always just YouTube Les Brown. I swear to God, make a note of this, guys. Everyone should be taking, notes of what I'm telling you guys, because I'm giving you all the methods, the processes, the psychology, the tips, and all the actionable steps to what made me who I am today. And trust me, I'm always improving. I'm always improving. So the moment I used to wake up in the mornings, guess what I used to do? The moment I'm waking up, even if I'm just getting ready. Now, of course, I'll do my prayers. As I've done my prayers, I've done that. And sometimes I go to sleep after my prayers. Sometimes I stay awake. Most of the times I go to sleep. But then when I'm waking up for my day, guess what I'm doing? As soon as I'm getting out of bed, I'll go to my phone and I'll click YouTube. I'll click YouTube and I'll type in motivational video, and whichever title I resonate with, bam, I'm listening to it. Now, look, for some of you guys, you're probably thinking like, okay, you're listening to something motivational, but what does that all mean? Like, I just want to make money. Show me how to make money. Guys, mindset is everything. I swear to God, way before, and I'm talking years before I made 20 grand a month, I dreamed about it, and I physically, actually envisioned and like acted as if I was making it. Like, everything, all my works, my everything was about, like, I'm already making it. I'm already doing it. And this is why, guys, this is why you guys need to have clear goals as well. Because how you're going to do anything is how you're going to do everything. How you're going to do anything is how you're going to do anything. If you're not going to have these clear goals, you're not going to be excited about the future. About maybe some of you guys, I've started the 10K a month goal. Like for many people, because for many people, 10K a month is a huge goal. Like before high ticket closing, I was only making a couple of grand a month from my job, couple of grand a month from my job. But then I had like a network marketing business that was making me thousands as well, but those were in bonuses. 1 month I'll get them, another month, and so combined it was always around the thousands. But I wanted to make tens of thousands. I wanted to make tens of thousands. So I had to have a mindset shift, and this is what I talk about in the morning when you wake up. Put on something positive, motivational, inspirational. Have that for the first 10 minutes as you're walking to the bathroom, you're washing up, etc. Just have it playing on in the background as you're making your breakfast. Then you can move it on to sales training that you love, that you know that's going to get you better. Some of the sales training and tips that I'm going over right now, you want to listen to this so you're getting better, because you know the reason why you're not at the income level that, and some of you guys are not going to like this. The reason why you're not at the income level that you're at right now is simply because you're not better. You're not good enough. My mentor told me this, and I swear it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, what do you mean? It was like, it's simple. The reason why you're not making that money and the reason why you're not at the position that you want to be at is because you are not good enough. I was like, okay, no problem. How do I get better? How do I get better? How are we going to sharpen our axe? I just want to have a look at some of the comments. Imran Farouk is in the house. Guys, if you guys know how we can start question. Oh man, I don't know how. I think you have to do it before the call. How we can have like a joint. I was wondering how I can get Imran on the call as well. But it's like I said, it's the first time, and I didn't even really plan all this properly and how to do it or whatever. But for me, I always do things that make me uncomfortable and maybe that I'm not used to. Now, look, this is the first time I'm going live on like one of the social platforms. Yeah, we've done live Zoom calls, etc. and whatever. I can see your faces, but now this is something different for me as well. But look how I'm willing to get uncomfortable. It's because I've worked on my mindset. Some of you guys are like coming into my world like recently now, and you're like, oh, who like Jabran? How is Jabran the way he is? But if you've known me for the last decade and for Imran for like even more than a decade, you'd know this Jabran has been working his butt off, has really been sharpening his axe. I've got notebooks upon notebooks of attending trainings, sales trainings, seminars, motivational events, everything, you name it, watching trainings and really working on myself. If your life ain't good, you need to get good. You need to get better. If you want your life to get better, you need to get better. So ask yourself, what am I doing every single day to improve? What am I doing? What am I doing to improve the current me? Ask yourselves these questions, guys, because when you're asking yourself these questions, trust me. Another thing, like, look, and I really wanted to spend some time on mindset, guys, because look, there's one of Hamza Wajid. He's someone that I met at the start when I was launching Closers University, and I wanted to help people. And he was someone that was very quiet and very shy, and like he wanted to do appointment setting. Even when he sent me his video, it wasn't the greatest of videos. But then once I started working with him and I started giving him tips, and I told him, look, this is not right and that's not right, and he was actioning those steps and he was watching the trainings. Now look at Hamza Wajid's intro video. I swear to God, it is totally different to who he was like a few months ago. This is because he's been working on himself. Make sure you're working on yourself and you're sharpening that axe. Training. Everyone does training. Every sports athlete does training. You guys need to do training. It's like what you're doing here right now. Now look, I'm keeping an eye on how many people are live right now. There's about 30 odd people. Let's see how many people are going to join, and some people are late, and some people they're going to say join, and they were going to come on later. It doesn't matter. You guys are here today, so really take advantage of what's going on over here, because I swear to you, some people don't even know what I'm going to be sharing here today, and it's going to be insane. I swear to you, it's going to be insane. Now, I just want to read some of the comments. Be excited on the journey. Repetition is the mother of learning. Your network is your net worth. Yeah, big boy peas, 100K, let's go. Mr. Jabran Khan, good to see you. Thank you, Saeed. We have Mohammed Bilal Raza, really excited. Okay, and we have Imran in the house as well. Imran said, Jabran used to read education. Oh my God. Imran, remember that? Oh my God, let me tell you about this story. Oh my, and Imran used to rip me. There was a book, and I saw everybody needs to get this book. It can be as cliche as possible, but I swear to God, many of the things, and like Imran used to say to me, I can teach you all of this. And I was like, oh, whatever, because he used to terrorize me so much. I was like, oh, whatever. But it was so crazy. As I was reading the book, everything that Imran used to teach me was in that book. And I was like, he's a snidey one. I bet you has read this book. But I swear, and the book's name, let me give you the backstory about the book before I tell you what the book is. It's so crazy. We went to Thailand and we were on holiday, but I was like, always be learning. Like, always be learning. Let me make the most of all. I can be chilling on the beach and I'm just chilling and I'm not doing anything. These guys were on the beach. I was like, okay, you know when these guys are going to be chilling on the beach and whatever, I'm at least going to be reading my book because that's going to help me improve myself. And guess what book it was? It was How to Win Friends and Influence People. Oh my God. Like, and one of the lessons I got from there was the most beautiful sound to anyone is the sound of their name. Now ask yourselves this, guys. Ask yourselves this. And you know, when I was reading, why do you think I was reading some people's names? Why do you think I mentioned Hamza Wajid by his full name and his name? Why do you think I said that? Now, imagine, you know, when I was saying Fast Finance, Imran Farouk, Karna is a legend, Saeed Wajid, Huzaifa, Taha Nazir, Mohammed Arib. You guys are hearing your names and you're loving it. And like, some people love the sound of the name. Imagine when you go to the supermarket, the lady serving you, and like, you just be like, you know what? I'm just going to make her smile. And you read her name out and like, oh, hey, Jesse. Hey, Karen. And she's gonna smile as well, and she's gonna be shocked. Like, does he even know me? How does he know me? But like, it gets their attention, and then I just read your name tag. Just wanted to say hello. They love it. People love being addressed by their names. So like, when you're on sales calls with people, address them by their names as well. We have, who else do we have in the house? Okay, so I'm here from Hyderabad. We have Hyderabad in the house. It's my first time seeing you live. I'm excited for this session. We're excited to have you, bro. We're going to have lots of fun. Mindset plays a big factor. You have to shift that fixed mindset. It's crazy, man. Some of us are fixed in our, employee mindset. Some of us are like in India and Pakistan and Bangladesh and whatever you are, Philippines or whatever. And you're probably only used to like maybe, I don't know, like even a percentage, a fraction of what, like, $1,000. Like, some of you guys can't even comprehend. Like, you're thinking, if I made $1,000, oh my God, I'll be super rich. But it's crazy. And this some people can't even comprehend maybe making a few $1,000s. You need to shift the mindset. How do you shift the mindset? You need to get, like, first of all, what you're listening to, what you're consuming, the TV programs that you're watching. For me, look, this is what I did. All of my TV time, guess what it was? It was either the sales calls, the sales trainings. And if I was going to watch a movie, guess what it was going to be? Motivational, inspirational, or business movie. Probably a true story on like Wolf of Wall Street or The Founder. Like movies like this, The Boiler Room, movies like this that will get me better. This is what you want to do. Work on this mindset, and I promise you'll be a different person. I promise you'll be a different person. Now, okay, there's other things that I wanted to touch upon. So like, so we've done all the learning. We've got all the video, guys. Some of you guys have created your intro video, but it's not good enough. Maybe even have your spouse or your mom or your dad or your friends to have a look at it and be like, what do you think? If you were a CEO seeing this video and like, because remember, they're going to have hundreds of applications. How are you going to stand out? Because look, they probably won't even remember most of the things you said, but they're definitely going to remember how you made them feel. So be excited, be enthusiastic, be excited about where you're going. I plan on changing my whole family tree. Tell them. I plan on being the richest person in my family. We don't come from money, but I want to make money. Why do I want to make so much money? For my family members. This is very key, by the way, guys. It's very key. A lot of you guys are doing this for your family members, but you don't really say it. You don't really give life to it. Tell people that you're doing this for mom and dad. Tell mom and dad you're working hard for them. I'm going to, you know what I said to my sister about an hour ago? I'm going to clear your 120 grand mortgage. This is why I'm so excited, guys. This is why I want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Now, like, you know, my goal is 100 grand a month. I'm already making it hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know why? For the last 18 months, I've been working with normal people that are doing millions a month. Millions a month. I'm only talking about $1 million or so a year. Look at the mindset shift. But because I've been around with them so long, this is why I'm telling you guys, all of you guys just being in my network, being around my vicinity, I promise you, you're only going to grow. You're only going to think bigger. And you trust me, you are. You will. I promise you, you will think bigger. I know there's been a lot of comments. When traveling a few years ago, Jabran used to read educational books. Okay, yeah, cool. Guys, if anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to drop them right now. Maybe anything that you're experiencing, and I want to answer it live on the call, as in like what I would do. So, okay, once we've got our mindset right, guys, we've got our video right. Remember the energy I've told you about the video. Make sure the video is talking about what you want to do. Don't only just tell them, because remember, why am I putting so much emphasis on this video of yours and that one-pager document? Because this is your first attempt in impressing the employer, in showing them how. Because look, you know what's going to go through their mind if you do a shit job, mind my French, of the one-pager document or your resume or whatever it is, or the video. If you do a crap job there, you know what they're going to think? Oh, this is how he sells. If this guy's selling himself like this, imagine him selling for our products. Imagine him selling, using, ringing and speaking to our leads that we're paying thousands of dollars for. This is what's going on through their brain. This is why I need you guys to be prepared. How you do anything is how you do everything. You need to rise up to the occasion. You need to get really amped up and pumped up about this, guys. You really do. How do you stand out, guys? Ask Andre the Legend. Jabran, alhamdulillah, has a big heart. He helps everyone. So did you, bro, man. Imran, I tell this to everyone all the time. Imran literally carried me for a decade. He would I learned so much. A lot of my sales trainings and a lot of my sales skills I've learned from Imran. You know how I was telling you the most sweetest sound of people's names? He would specifically, wherever we're going, he'd find out people's names. And if he knows that we're going to come back a week later or whatever, he'd find out their names and he'll address them by the names. I'd have already forgot their name. And I'd know their name as well, but by the second week, I'd have forgotten. And then I'd look at him and he's addressing everyone by their name. And people are loving it. Because people do love it, because they show that you care. You've taken time out to not only learn their name, but remember their name. And even remember the things that they've said to you as well. There's so many things, man. I swear, you guys are really blessed to have Imran. I swear, within the close. I'm really lucky to have Imran within this Closers University. Okay. How is everyone doing though, guys? How's everyone feeling so far? Tell me in the comments. So the video, guys, once we've got the video done, okay, that's done. The one-pager document's done. We're talking about what we're going to do in the future. I really want to pay close attention to this. We need to do a good job with this. Once we've done that now, okay, how do we find opportunities? Literally for the last few months now, this is what I'm going to really come close to now as well. A lot of you guys have been working with me, and I'm glad. I'm seeing the names come up in the chat, and I'm already making mental notes. I know who from the Closers University is really attended and really on board today. I promise you guys, I'm going to work with you guys. But I don't want you guys to want this. I don't want this for you 1% more than you want it. you guys need to want this more than I want it for you. And I really want it for you guys. There's some exciting things coming up for you guys, man. I've been exploring all these big opportunities for the last few months. I've been like, okay, what's this guy doing? What are they doing? What's their offer? What's a great offer? Like, a lot of you guys have learned about the high ticket closing and you're really sold out about it. But what the heck? How can I get on a good offer? What does a good offer look like? How do I get them interested in me? How do I get there? Now, look, one of the things, you know, my good friend Hunter from The Undeniable Closer really, you know, bangs on about, and it's so true, guys. It's so true. Your network, man. Why do you think I'm having every one of you guys comment and everything, and you know, you're leaving your takeaways on the YouTube videos? Do you know how many of the guys have literally got hired? People come and ask me about, oh, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Like, there's people that come in, you know, watch our these recordings that sometimes get posted on YouTube. They come out and they're like, oh, who's that guy? We want to speak to him. There's been people that have gone through these trainings, I swear to you, and we've placed them with 8-figure influencers. It's been insane, man. And this is why I say to you, how do you anything is how you do everything. So make sure you show up. Make sure you're standing out. Okay. Question: a new starter to high ticket closing. How do you start to get experience? Or is it thoroughly practicing getting my name out there? Let me tell you. Okay, this is a great question. Mohammed is my friend's nephew, and he actually lives on the same road as me. And Mohammed, I'm excited for you, bro. I'm really excited for you. The change that I've seen in you, bro, is enough for me to help you, bro. I'm so proud of you. I'm getting a bit emotional because I know Mohammed from like when he was young. But anyways, okay. So okay, if you don't have experience, now a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, I don't have experience. I don't have this. And you know what I do with people? I literally have them track back to when they were kids. Because look, most of us been, you know, like, I'll give you my example. Before I was in sales, I wasn't in sales. When was my first experience of anything sales? First, I was seeing my dad in the Sunday markets. Like every now and again, like I'd always go with my dad on Sundays, and he'd go do markets. He'll buy stuff during the auction. God rest his soul in peace and in paradise. My uncle Ayub. We used to always go every Tuesdays and Thursdays to auction. We'd go auction. Would my dad and him, they would buy. Now look, some of you guys have already got these examples, maybe from your parents. You can use these experiences, guys. Trust me. Do not say, everybody here, I don't care who you are, you've all got experience in sales. And I'm giving you a live example right now. So when I was a kid, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up to like 12 or 13. So my dad and Uncle Ayub, we used to go auction. Me and Janya, his son, we just used to be there with them. And my dad and uncle would buy stuff there and they'll collect it. And some of them they will take home, use or whatever. But some of the stuff they would sell on Sunday in the markets. And my dad used to do this every other Sunday. He'd love going to auction anyway because it was just a nice chill with him and his mate. And then some of the stuff he'd sell on auction. So I see this growing up. I was like, oh, this is good. You buy it for this much and you sell it for that much. But my dad, for some reason, just never liked me doing that because he was like, oh, he's going to get distracted from education or whatever. That was my first experience. Some of you guys may have that experience within your own families. That, you know, your elder brother or your mom or your dad or whatever, or even you'd buy, you know, this iPhone for, I don't know, $1,000 and you'd sell it for $2,000 or $1,500 or $1,200. You use these experiences. That's one way of using those experiences. So that's one example. Another one is like, okay, maybe, so I'll give you my live example. What I would do, because when I got to secondary school at the age of 11, if you never bought your stationery into school, you'd get into trouble. I swear, like to some of my friends, I'd buy it. Like, you know, some of my friends would be going to the library and I'll be like, why are you buying it for this much? Here, buy it off me. And I'd buy multi-packs. Like in the library, like you'll get one for like 50p. I'd buy like 6 for 50p. And I'll be like, here, buy it off me. I'll give you for this much. So there were those things. There was also sometimes I'd bring in my bags, chocolate, sweets, crisps. Me and my friends would just eat them in lessons. And sometimes I'd sell them to people as well. Not only that, and like at the time then there was like the small trap phones or whatever they are, no camera phones or whatever. Camera phones came on later. I'd buy banged up phones or average phones. I'd buy them from one guy and I'll sell them to the other guys. And then eventually people knew Jabran is the guy to come to buy phones and sell phones. I'd always have money on me, so I was always buying and selling stuff. Up until someone tried to rob me once, and then that went out the window. I was like, I am not freaking doing this again. But then by then I was like 15. I got a job, in a takeaway. Now look, why am I giving you these examples, guys? Why don't you track back to your experiences? Some of you guys are saying that, I don't have no experience. How do I develop this experience? How can I show it? You can use these examples. I'm using examples of like when I worked in a paper shop, a wallpaper shop. I'd be serving the customers on the tills, or I'd be walking around and they'll be like, oh, we want to spend £10 per roll. I'll show them the £10 per roll, but then what would I also do? I'll show them, wallpaper that was like £12, £13, £15. And I was doing upselling and I didn't even know it, but I just loved it when I worked at WH Smith. So you can use examples of your own sales experience. And trust me, there's loads there. Maybe you had like Arjun, he worked in his dad's off license. He was like, I don't have sales experience. But you were working as a cashier and used to sell people whatever. And then he also said to me, I used to buy Lucozade from my dad's off license and I used to sell it to people. These are all examples of experiences, guys, that you can use. Think about your life experience, okay? So I want you to think about your life experience, and you can always use that. I just want to have a look at okay. So that's my one tip about people that say that, they don't have experience. You do have experience. We've been in sales for years. You just need to bring it out. You need to look at your own life and be like, okay, what did I do when I was 12? What did I do when I was 13? What did I do when I was 15, 16, 17? And then you can bring them up. And like, look, if you're pretty young, they won't expect you to have a lot of experience. But let's just say, you know what? You actually don't have experience. We actually don't have experience. So what do we do? So what are we going to do is, wait there. What we're going to do. So I don't have experience. Hey guys, my name's so-and-so. I'm not going to say I don't have experience. The moment you say you don't have experience, that's the last thing that you want to say to them. The last thing that you want to say to them. Hi, like, I don't have no experience. You talk about what you do have. Stop talking about what you don't have and start talking about what you do have. Let's focus on what you do have and what you bring to the table. I'm very coachable. I'm like, and guys, don't only just say, I'm coachable. Know what coachable means. If you're going to tell me to do something, I'm not only going to do it, I'm going to go above and beyond the call of duty for it. I'm coachable. I'm willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. What does that mean? Like I just said, you tell me to get you 10 leads, I'm going to go and have 50 conversations to get you those 15, 20 leads. I'm coachable. I'm hungry. Like, why show them that you're hungry. So when you're saying this, guys, don't just say, I'm coachable, I'm hungry, I'm motivated. You don't sound coachable. You don't sound motivated. I'm going to come on to Taha's point as well about saying, how do you get yourself excited? Well, when you're listening, like, look, when you're listening to these motivational and inspirational and positive stuff, guys, especially in the morning, when you're listening to it, don't just listen to it. Really experience it. Like, don't just be like, it's just something I'm listening to. Because I promise you, just test this out. I've told a number of you guys to test it out for a month straight. Just have a dose of positivity. Get rid of and unfollow a lot of people that you're following. Get rid of all this bullshit. And follow those people that are in alignment to where you're going. And watch your mindset start shifting. And then automatically you're going to be excited. And you're going to be full of energy. If you're not full of energy, ask yourself, what am I eating? How am I sleeping? What am I drinking? What am I doing to keep my energy? So that's very important, guys. Now, and I've told you about, look, if you don't have experience, don't say you don't have experience. Let's not even mention that. Let's mention what you do have. The work ethic. You've been coached by one of the best closers in the world. in the world. You're being coached right now from myself and by Imran and maybe other great people online as well. Talk about, and this is what I did. I spoke about the guys and teachers and trainers and coaches and mentors that have been plowing into me for years via the way of books, YouTube videos, live trainings. So, and I'm not just saying it. I'm not just saying it. I'm embodying it. And I'm not going to lie. So I knew the philosophy of Grant Cardone, 10X. It takes the same amount of effort. It takes the same amount of effort to achieve a 10X goal as opposed to a normal goal. I embodied that. And this is what I'm saying to you. Make sure you're studying and sharpening your axe, because when you are, I promise you, and when you are, it's going to show up. It will show up in your intro video. It will show up in the interview when they ask you, but you don't have experience. Yeah, I don't have experience, but I'll be the hardest worker in the room. Give me your worst leads. Just give me them. And I'll show you and I'll prove it. Give me the leads that are dead on your database. So look, let's just say you didn't have experience or whatever, and you managed to get in front of a CEO. And he's like, but you don't have that much experience. Yeah, Mr. CEO, I don't have experience, but I tell you what, I will be the first one in, and I won't even go home. You're in your home anyway. I will sacrifice my sleep, and I'll be the hardest worker in your company. You just tell me what to do, and I will go above and beyond the call of duty. Now, look, it's all good saying this. You need to bring it with your actions. So if someone gives you an opportunity, like, look, there's been people, I'll be honest with you, I've given them opportunities. They've said to me, Jabran, I'm ready, I'm on it, and I want to do this. And the moment I've given it to them, but the commissions are not that high. But this. But like the freaking excuses are endless. You're not hungry, man. You're just not hungry. You're full of excuses. I was prepared to make peanuts, but still learn. And I'll give you a live example of my younger brother. My younger brother, zero experience in sales, apart from the experience that he had with my dad. No experience in sales. He's managed to be one of the number one closers, oftentimes number one closers for an e-commerce company right now that he's working with. Zero experience, but I made him grind. I gave him the likes of Grant Cardone, Jeremy Minor, Dan Locke, Wolf of Wall Street, the same guys that I consumed. Now, look, guys, if you because look, experience can come in multiple ways, guys. You don't only just want to be thinking experience is in work experience. What about the experience and what you're learning? Like, look, guys, if you're really good enough, it will show. I promise you. You know why I'm so confident in this? I swear to God, every single job I've had ever, there was some sort of requirement that I didn't meet on paper. But you really think I focused on that? I can give you the list of all of them. Would you believe me if I told you, like in the UK, we have like the schooling system and everything. I had my own group. Forget lessons and classes. I had a whole year group I was responsible of. I had a whole group of teachers I was responsible of. And guess what? I had zero experience. I didn't have the qualifications to be a teacher. Yet I was teacher of teachers. I was the head of year. I was managing all of behavior. Why? Because I don't take no for an answer. I don't. Not cockily or whatever. I just believed in myself, and I was like, okay, this is the job. This is the job description. This is what they want. So this is the job. So I envisioned the job, but I was like, okay, I can't get that job right now. No problem. Let me go to another door. Couldn't get that. So I went lower. I started off in the school as a freaking lunchtime supervisor. Some of the kids used to call me, I swear, on my first day of the job, like the 11-year-old kid. I'm freaking like, I can't remember how old I was, at 21 or something. And like the kid's coming around me and he's circling around me. He ended up being my mate's younger brother, and he didn't even know this. And he's circling around me and he's walking around me. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And he's looking at me, and bearing in mind, he's 11 years old. And he's like, yo, what are you doing here then? And he's acting all bad as well and everything, because obviously his boys are watching it. I'm just looking at him. I was like, okay, because he can see visitor badge, like I'm a visitor. He's like, yo, sir, And he said, yo, sir, are you the new dinner lady? And I was like, oh my God, what? This guy's ripping me. And it's crazy. But I was willing to go through that, guys. I came in as literally a dinner lady, literally, because there wasn't many men doing that job. But I was willing to come in as the dinner lady, like the lunchtime supervisor, just supervising the kids at lunchtime, the naughty kids and whatever. But I was willing to do that. How many of you guys are willing to go and work in companies for free? And I'm not saying do that full time. Do your full-time job. Maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, sacrifice some sleep. How many of you guys are willing to go and work for free? Maybe not many. Who knows? But that's an idea. That's a tip. Maybe, so when you're having these conversations with people, maybe tell them that, hey, you know what? Let me show you. Rather than me telling you what I'm going to bring to the table, you give me your, like, let's just say you want to come in as an appointment setter, just doing outbound calls or messaging, emailing. There was one idea. Look, I know I've got a lot of appointment setters here, and I really want to tell you guys about appointment setting. Like, look, there's so many ideas going through my mind and everything. Guys, there's one thing that, like, okay, let me just tell you about how many companies and everything that I've reviewed and everything, and so many people. And like, okay, so you've learned everything, but now what? How do I get these roles? And what is a good company to close for? This is what Jabran has been doing and what Jabran would do in order to find a great company to close for. The first thing I'm going to look at is, like, is there a proven offer? Like, are they actually making money before I even come in? Because I don't want to waste my time. Like me, I'm giving you my personal opinion and experience. I wouldn't want to waste my time on a company that's just new. No disrespect, but like, no, I'd rather work for a company that's already proven. They're already getting results. So, and I just need to tap into those results and increase the revenue. So one, I want to work for a company that's proven. It's a proven offer. What's the next thing I'm going to look at? Of course, they're fulfilling on the offer. They need to be, that's one of the first things I look at anyway. Like, do they have results? Like, in order to see if a proven offer, like, it needs to be around for at least a couple of years. And in order for it to be proven, there's testimonials. Because I'm not going to be fake on the calls, excited about something if I know that it's not getting the results. This is why, like, with me, everything that you see is real. And even on my sales calls, that I highly recommend a lot of you guys watch them. And I'm telling you all right now, watch them, because what's coming in the future, what's coming in the next few months, there's going to be lots of opportunities for people. And those are going to be ready. Those are ones that are going to be ready in Amazon and in e-commerce and other opportunities. Watch my sales calls and understand what I'm doing on there. I'm just going to tell you that for now. So, okay. So those are the two things. Are they fulfilling on what they're doing? And, you know, is it a proven offer? But the next thing in relation to me, I need to know, are they going to give me the leads? Now, not leads. This is very important as well, because look, companies are very careful with their words. Oh, we're getting hundreds of leads a day or a week, or thousands of leads. Now, look, guess what a lead is? Anyone just putting the email and name in, and that's a lead. But how do you know that's qualified? How do you know that they're coming to speak to you? How do you know they're just not fishing around or just window shopping? Anyone can get leads. So I don't only just want to look at the leads. Maybe as an appointment setter, okay, great, all of these leads to work on. But me as a closer as well, like, what am I looking for? So, okay, leads is good. Okay, we're getting thousands of leads. Okay, great. But what about from leads to qualified booked appointments? How many can you promise me? Or on average? Now, maybe not even promise me. Tell me, how many booked calls are you getting on calendars? If they say, look, we're getting all of our calendars, closers' calendars are fully booked. They're getting 10 calls a day and, like, we're booked out for 2 weeks. That's a good sign. Okay, but now you want to question and you want to look at, like, okay, what are you guys, what's the customer journey? Because you need to understand the customer journey, guys. You need to be, and this is, look, for you guys to know this, you're going to save yourself from a lot of rubbish. So you need to understand the customer journey. Okay, they saw an ad, they gave their details, and someone called them. This is one way. Someone called them an appointment setter. So they gave them the details and they called them. They just qualified them quickly. This is what an appointment setter does. Hey, we just saw you just came through, our funnel, and you filled in an application about wanting to start your own business. Is this still the case right now? Yeah, whatever. You're asking them whatever. You're asking them the questions. Okay, what attracted you? What made you want to reach out to us in the first place? Now what the appointment setter is doing is qualifying them. He or she is now qualifying them. Okay, great. So we've got some available slots, for tomorrow. So you let them know about the appointments tomorrow. So this has happened and it's happening. So you as the closer, you're like, okay, it's a good qualification process. The calls are being qualified. Now, another thing that I always look at is, okay, the resources that the company has or they're willing to do as well. Can they? Because I don't like to wrestle people with objections. I like to, and I rarely have objections. I swear. I don't feel like I have objections because I fully understand the offer. I fully understand the prospect. Remember, seek to not only to be understood, seek to understand the people that you're speaking to. So if I really get into the minds and the prospect, and I know what the prospect is looking for, the questions that he's going to already have before he gets on the call, isn't it a great idea to have an FAQ document sent out to the client? Hey, make sure you look at these FAQs and make sure you look at this website. It's got a ton of testimonials on there and it breaks down what the program is along with the price. Look at what I've done. Most people don't do this. Let me tell you. Because look, there's multiple parts to the meeting. It's not just the call, the one call close that most people have. Let me just tell you, most people are not ready to one call close. So you need to have all of these things in place. You need to have these touch points in place. So now when before the call, they're informed. I don't like on the same day bookings as well either, guys. I want to give myself and my team at least one day with the prospects to call them, text them, email them, give them some visuals, have a look at the FAQs before they come on the call. So now, as opposed to seeing an ad, booking the call and speaking to me right away. Do you think he's going to have a likelihood of closing? Probably not, because he's not informed. He's not educated. It was an impulse decision, maybe an impulse buyer. Yeah. I would rather him book the call for the next day and me and my team get in touch with them. Give them visuals, etc., whatever, and then get them on the call. Once they're on the call, hey, look, these calls are pretty simple. This is what I do on the call. These calls are pretty simple, just for me to get a better understanding of you, answer any questions that you have, and then hopefully, if everything is in alignment to what you're looking for and us, we'll move you on to the next steps. That's just one way, guys. So I'm looking at all of these processes. So I'm asking the company and I'm like, okay, talk me through. This is a great question to ask. Talk me through your buyer's journey. How are they coming onto the calls? How are they going through the funnel? I touched upon this detail in my last video. If you haven't watched it, I promise you, I urge you to watch that. So now when you've understood this, so this is what you're looking for, guys, for your roles, the companies that you want to work for. What is the buyer's journey? That's the one thing, another thing that you need to look at. The second thing is, okay, now we've looked at how the leads are coming through. We looked at the fulfillment. We looked at the offer side. Now, the offer size, this is another important one. Now you want to look at, okay, so they can assure me with 10 leads a day, pretty decent, and I can get more if I want as well. The other thing I look for in offers, guys, is the size of the offer. This is very important, guys, very important, because look, you could be closing or setting on an offer which is only $2,000. Let's just say it's $2,000. Now, if you're a setter, let's just say 5%. Well, 10% for a closer. Let's just say 10% for average. We talk industry average. We won't even talk big numbers. Industry average, 10% as a closer on $2,000 is $200. Now, if you're a setter, it's $100. If you were to set that appointment, you'll get $100 for every close. The closer will get $200 because obviously the closer is doing more. Now, that's like one offer. It's $2,000. It's not that high. But what if you were closing a 20K offer? Now, my minimum has gone to 20K, at least 10, minimum 10, but at least 20K. Now, if you were closing a 20K offer, now I don't go, like, I'm not average. I'm above average. My results speak for themselves. Many of you guys are above average, so you can negotiate this. And I've got all the results, though. I don't just say, I'm above average, I'm the best or whatever. I've got proven results of being consistently number one in the space for over 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And I show them that, and I show them the commission statements, I show them the leaderboards, I show them the call recordings. This is what something that maybe some of you guys need to do. So but let's just talk in regards to just everyone being like, average. What the average person going to get? If it's a 20K offer, 10%, that's $2,000. Look at your conversations now per closes. And so that's why I would rather close an offer that's at least 20 grand. So because they're all out there, guys. They're out there. Some of you guys are probably thinking, oh, there's not that much money and whatever. There's plenty of money. You just don't have that money right now. Or you're around broke people. That's why you think there's not that much money. So the offer that I'm going to look for, is it at least 10, 20 grand that I can make at least $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 per deal I close. Let's just say you had 10 conversations in a day and you closed only one. At least I'm making a couple of grand. And if you're shit at closing or you're shit at your job, you need to get back to the drawing board. You need to look at your company's call recordings, the trainings, sharpen that axe. So that's the other thing I'm looking at, guys, is the package size. What is it? These are some of the things that I'd look at. Now, just to recap, guys, all of you guys need to look at this. The company, the offer, the company, is it a proven offer? I don't want to start off with startups. You don't want to risk that. Lead flow, the fulfillment, the offer size. These are some of the things that you want to look at. Once you've knocked these out, guys, now you know what to go for. Now, just so you guys know as well, I know a lot of you guys are here. Guys, I've been speaking with some companies that have all of this in place. And one thing that I wanted to mention to about, some of my guys that English is not their first language, but they're very good at typing messages. You want to reach out to companies. This is a great way to reach out, to do outreach to companies. So first of all, just accept that you're a DM setter right now and you can focus on your English to improve your English, because DM setters can still make good money, 5 to 10 grand a month, in my opinion. And a lot of these guys are doing it. You should reach out to companies and say, hey, you clearly must have thousands of leads that are gone old. Let me come in and contact them via messaging and email. I'm a DM setter. Let me send personalized emails to clients that are gone cold on your system. They've gone cold on your system as in they spoke to a setter, they spoke to a closer, and they still didn't buy. But you can access those notes on GHL or Close or whatever CRM that they're using. And this is what you do. You have your script and you say, hey, John, I know that you spoke to Jabran 1 year ago, but like your application just landed on my desk and I just wanted to reach out to you and give you some value because we didn't give enough the first time that we spoke or whatever. And like just anything, you can work on this anyway, but you can let the CEO know, like, let me reach out to your people via messaging, via, email to those clients. They'd love that because you know what? No one's doing it in the company anyway. So look, you're not asking for what you want. Hey, let me get these and make these leads warm for you again. Pay me whatever you want. I would even just do this, just getting my foot in the door in the company. You know what? Don't even pay me for the first 2 weeks. Let me come in and show you my work ethic. Even if you don't get the results, guys, the fact that you're showing work ethic and you're helping out with whatever you can. Say, look, I'd love to join your sales call. I'll stay quiet. I just want to learn. And trust me, but you get in the door and say to them, look, there's clearly some leads we found with all these companies that are gone cold. Rather than sending email blasts, let me send messages to the leads that have gone cold. So this is what you want to do. Okay, cool. Once you've done that, guys, that's just one way to approach those leads. Okay, cool. Let me just have a look at any of the questions. So, okay, I've answered Mohammed's. Who else was there? You always need to have teaching qualification. I started a teacher that you would work for a few years before. Okay, guys, just 1 second, guys. I just need to answer. Someone's knocking at the door, but I'll be... Actually, leave the door. Someone's knocking on my door. Okay. The joys of working at home, hey? Okay, cool. Okay, guys. So that was my door. Let me just get the door and I'll be back in a minute. Bro, I was gonna go mad. Guys, you won't believe it. You're brand new joker. You sit on the chair? No, I'll get another chair. Sure.
Yes, what you said. It was sick life. I was loving it.
Look at my dressings.
I drove down. Yes, people. Where was Jabran at? Shout me a question. Talk to me. I flew down. I just drove down. I got FOMO'd, fear of missing out. I didn't want to miss out. So someone, let's whiz me a little. Jabran was talking about something earlier about having belief. Actually, it's all about attributes. Something I wanted to do, like if I was here, I would have joined in on, was he was talking about, everyone's talking about experience. What experience have you guys got to start getting the results? And everyone's like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. But you want to look something that you can actually control, because you can't always control the experience you have. But what you can control are your attributes. So what attributes do you have? And you can actively work on those attributes in your own leisure. So, the attributes of someone who's confident. You heard me speak about these things, but another thing, okay, sorry, before I go into all the attributes that I want you guys to focus on, I want you guys to remember one thing as well. You might hear me and Jabran talking about the same things again and again, and you might come in once and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I've heard them say that before. But how about fuck all of you lot, yeah? Because none of yous understand what we had to do to get to the level of where we are. I used to have to go through the same shit every single day. Every day. Every single day, I practiced objection handling for 4 years. 4 years. Every single day in the morning for 1 hour, all we would do is train. We would practice objection handling. We would practice impulse factors. We would practice how to do a good first impression. We used to spend an hour of our morning before we even began doing sales, just practicing how to be good. And I did that for 4 years. And then you wonder why I'm a fucking legend. And then some of you are coming in trying to do things once, or you read something once upon a time in a random book. And you're like, oh yeah, I know that. But do you though? Do you really know it? I don't think you do. Because you just fucking read something once does not mean you know it. I went through the same shit again and again and again and again and again and again and again until I mastered my craft. And that's what Jabran means when he says sharpening your fucking axe. Yeah? How many of you guys are actually sharpening your axe? How many of you actually have role-played objection handling? Who's actually done it? I guarantee from the last call to this call, none of you fuckers have even fucking done any objection handling. I guarantee you haven't, because you chat shit if you do. But I used to do it every single fucking morning, and that's how I became so freaking good. Yes, bro.
This is yours, man.
Is that what? Yeah. Say. Sorry, I didn't even get a chance to read these questions. You chat, and then I'm gonna just read the things on my phone.
How weird is it doing a live? Like no one can see.
I know.
This is, but you know what? It's crazy. I wanted to do this.
Here it feels different. Watching it, I was fully engaged. Yeah, but here I'm not as engaged because now we're like, I'm not watching you, innit?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed watching you. Sick. Trust me. My sons were watching.
Sensei.
My sons. I've got a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. Those are my two elder ones, and they were both watching, and they were like, "Yo, what's he do? Like, oh man, that sounds sick." And I was like, "You guys don't even fucking know about Jabran." And I was like, "I'm gonna go fly down now."
You know what's crazy? Look at the way. This is Imran though. Like, look. Remember what I was telling you guys about? People don't really pay. Like, okay, they pay attention to what you're saying. Like, when I was talking about your intro video. But like they don't forget how you make them feel. Look at the random shit that Imran does. Like, look at the last time we did a live Zoom call, and like he wanted to randomly. Like, okay, actually, most of you guys don't know that way we did. But if you watch the last Zoom call training that we did, Imran actually just jumped in and surprised everyone, like in my house, and did the live with me, like in the same house. And look at what he's done right now. he's always like, catching me off guard and like surprising me. Like, look at how he's just randomly. I was getting pissed off, as in, why is someone knocking my window? I thought it's someone from the road, and I was gonna go mad because all my family knows I'm doing a Zoom call. Oh my God! But look at the things that Imran does, and this is why I always say that attention is in the details. Really study. Aside from his, the effing and blinding that he does, but really look at the way he speaks, he does things. Like you know what? I swear, I am gonna look. Because I'm going to be putting my head down in like closing as well. Like, Imran's busy and all that as well. But we will, like, I have decided I'm going to take a percentage of our time and really like maybe meet some of you guys in person. I'm actually going to do some trips to Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Philippines, the UK. We're going to do some in-person, events because, like we don't want to lose the touch of the in-person.
We had a meet-up. We did have a meet-up, remember? Yeah. We treated everybody. We looked after all of you fuckers.
Guys, it wasn't we. Imran, imagine there's about 20 of us. 20 of us there. I'm like, Imran's ordering everything. I'm like, freaking out. Like, he's ordering all these mixed grills. Like, mixed grills are like nearly like $30 or whatever. He's ordered like about, I don't know, how many mixed grills, how many chicken curries, how many lamb curries, this poppadom, everything. Oh my God. And then guess what he does at the end? You know how he says, we paid? No, I didn't freaking pay for shit. He picked up the whole bill. Like, who even does that?
We've got to look after the closest university, innit? We've got to look after you guys.
Oh God, it was crazy, man. But it was good. It was a good laugh. Intro video, there's 1 minute voice message intro. There's a document highlighting a candidate's key point, which is, Brad, look, let me tell you what I do. So if I'm reaching out to someone, I've got my intro video ready. My intro, 2.5 minutes. It is, but I'm quite engaging. Maybe do it for 2 minutes. So I've got my intro video. I've got my 1-pager, 2-pager documents, whatever they are. I've got them. And guess what else I've got? Now I've got proof as well. Some of you guys may have some proof of where you've been working. I also send them proof because, like I'm massive about not objection handling, but preempting objections. So before the objection even comes up, as in like, how do we know you've worked for X, Y, and Z? Well, here you go. Oh, here's the call recordings. Here's the commission statements. Here's the leaderboards. So now they've got all of that. They can't question me about this. And I swear to you, when I've sent all of these things to people, when they come on the call with me, I swear, thank the Lord, every single day, they give me massive respect. And this is how I've been able to work with some of these big boys. I was speaking to Ty Lopez literally just last week. I told him I sent Grant Cardone. There's many people on this live call that I sent towards Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone got over 150 reps from the closest university. Probably over. And like Ty was like, why would you do that? I was like, why not? I was like, I gave you 25 reps. And like we played. Like look, there's so many people that I've helped place, and I've done this and I've done that. Man, I swear, for where we are going, guys, you guys have no idea. Like some of the and I was saying to you before, Imran freaking came and like knocked the window down. I saw Taha. Mate, Taha in the comments was like, I thought that was somebody in my house. Who heard the knocking, guys?
We got big hands. I can't help it. I was fucking hench.
I was just so confused. I was just like, who the hell is on the door? But hey, okay, Imran, you say something. Let me read some of the comments.
No. So yeah, no, I was gonna. One of the comments I read was, in your opinion, what's the best way to reach out to a business as a closer? That's where I got to. I was gonna answer that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You start. Do you want to start off?
So I just literally just told him that what I would do. Yeah. Guys, a matter of fact, so many people have been getting results from this. So maybe you need to look at like, how much have you closed in or like sold, or how many sales have you personally been responsible for, in your lifetime? And you can, whether it's 100 grand, whether it's $1 million, like for me, I've done millions a year. So I can call myself, I can even call myself a multi-7-figure closer. Like this is how I would introduce myself. Okay. But let's just say I didn't do millions. I only did like 6 figures. So I'd say I'm a 6-figure closer because I'm going for a closing position. And literally, I'll get this in a message. 6-figure closer with 10 years of experience in sales. Trained from the trained, and I can accredit people as well. Like if you've gone through the calls, you've shown me and we've had this interaction with you, you could be like trained and accredited from the closest university. So you've said, and like, this is your pitch. Like, so I'm a high ticket closer. I've got X amount of years of experience, trained and mentored from the Closers University. And you could probably even mention, you know, some of the sales trainers that you've got experience from, Grant Cardone, Dan Locke. So you mentioned all of them. So this is what I would have in my messages. So you've had that. Now I've blasted that out. Now look, it's gonna be hit and miss. But I'm not being like, hey, I'm not wasting time. This is a DM, by the way. This is how, guys, I know it's not effective or ineffective or whatever. I don't give a shit. But I'm not going to just sit there and just wait for an opportunity like, ya Allah, please give me. I'm praying. Don't get me wrong. I'm praying than most people. But you know what I'm also doing? I'm also putting the work in. Like, I don't care if they're going to think, oh, he's dropping me a cold message or I get straight to the business. I swear. So, you know, I'm DMing these people. So I'm DMing the company I want to work for. I'll just DM them, 6-figure closer with this many experience and this. Once I've messaged them, now I'll send them maybe my short intro video. Let's just say you don't have experience, that much experience. You show your intro video. Share your intro video. And like in your intro video, we've got the energy. We're showing we're hungry. We're excited. We want to go above and beyond the call of duty for them. Like, I'm hungry. Like, I will do what your staff are not willing to do. I know you have leads that no one's contacting. I'm not talking about blast emailing them and like, you know, sending an e-shot. I will personally go in that, you know, that contact. I will text them. I will email them. I will call them. I will double dial them. And then I'll move to another. And I'll personalize my message with them. I'll do all this. Guys, I'm telling you, I've worked with these companies. Many of you guys, I told you guys, DM sellers, I'm going to help you guys get into roles. That DM setting, a lot of you guys, I promise you. Now, look, Imran, imagine you as a business owner. Like, you know, you are. But like, okay, imagine in like, one of these 8-9-figure influencers, they got thousands of leads. Yeah. I guarantee you guys, if you guys had went and done this to Ty Lopez, he'll be like, I'll sign him up straight away. Yeah. Bring them on. Bring them on. People are reaching out to him. So why don't we start preparing towards that? You know, the DM sellers that don't have roles and whatever. And you can do this, have your full-time job, 9 to 5, and work from 7 p.m. to like midnight in your time or whatever it is.
Commit 5 hours. That's it, 5 hours.
And look, you only have to get a couple of, like, you just show them. Just so you don't have the experience, you show them. So this is just outreach. Look, outreach. Go do as much outreach as possible. Send those messages. You know what I normally do as well? You know, if they haven't opened them, you know what I was doing? I'd go in, I'll unsend the message, and then I'll send it again. Yeah. And then I'll like my message. And then you know what I'll do? And if I feel like the message has been there for a couple of days, I'll be like, hey, just bumping this up as I know you may be busy. Yeah. Just bumping this up in your inbox. And I'll do it email, then I'll do it in whatever. I'll do whatever. I'll even comment, like on this. I'll comment and like on all their stories and everything. And then I'll just be like, hey, when you get a minute, just check your DM. I've got something for you. How really excited. I've got something exciting for you in your business in your DM for free. Just be creative and I promise you.
Let me recap on what Jabran was saying, yeah? So look,
because I don't speak in English and he has to translate.
No. But I want everyone to take some notes on some key specific points. He's doing everything. He's doing all of the DM work. Now, there was something that Jabran mentioned, yeah, about talking about people's names. And, you know, in normal life, they say it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's so relevant online as well. So, like, for instance, I'm going to give Jabran just an example, a real-life example. I've had so many people message me looking for a job or an opportunity. But as soon as they say at the beginning of the message, Jabran referred me, then I listen to those messages and I look through those messages because it's about personal connections. So if someone's messaged me and they've said Jabran's mentioned X, Y, and Z, I'm more inclined to listen to what that person's about to say. So that's a tactic you guys can use. You know, who do you know within the company that's working for that person? Who can you name drop that's going to catch the attention of the person you're trying to get the attention of? So that's one aspect. Jabran just told you what to do, but how many of you were fucking listening? Yeah, I don't know if you were. That's the way you strategize that. Number 2, he sends the message in the DM, sends whatever message he wants. Now, there's another thing which I see a lot of people do. A lot of people are just sending their intro videos in. And the intro video is just like the Loom. So, you know, you got a Loom link. A Loom link don't mean shit. If you're sending someone a Loom link, you have to give them a reason to click the Loom. I've got probably about 60 Loom links that I've not even opened. That I know that sounds bad, right? But that's just the reality because I'm so busy. I need a reason to open that Loom. So you follow it up with a creative message or a picture with text. And Andre will let you know if he's in the chat somewhere. I helped him with something like that because I'm just stupid. Yeah. To the 1-page document, just whatever you can. Just create something to grab and capture attention. That's what I would do. So I would literally take a fucking picture of myself. I'd have a little fucking note on the top and I'd send that with the fucking Loom. So now they've got a reason to click the fucking Loom. Does that make sense? So you have to do something. So one way to do it would be name dropping, giving a name that's going to capture their attention. Number 2, using a picture to guide them towards the Loom. And like Jabran said, the Loom needs to be engaging and it needs to show who they are and make them all personal. Nothing's worse than a fucking generic Loom. I actually get offended when people send me generic Looms and it's just like, oh, hey, and I'm thinking, I'm not a fucking slang. Like, you can't just send me some Loom. I'm not like one of your fucking people on the side. I was like, I want something specific to me. And that's just how a lot of these guys think. So make them feel special as well. And the people that have sent me like specific Looms to myself, in fact, there's a few I need to get back to. So I know you're thinking there's a few here on the call. I am going to get back to you today. I've just been mad busy. But yeah, those are the things that I would do to try and capture attention. And it's something we spoke about before, about going through the funnels, going through someone's funnel to get the attention of, the hiring manager. There's loads of different ways to do it, but nothing beats going through the front door, in my opinion. I'd go direct to source. The way I would work is if I want to work with an influencer, I'd just DM him straight on Instagram, Facebook, and I'd capture his attention. That's what I would do. And that's sometimes the best way. But why can I do that? Because my attributes back my results, and my results and my experience backs what I'm planning to do. So, some of you might not be in that position, which is fine, but it's about understanding what position are you in and what opportunities are you looking for. But I'm not here to knock you and say, don't fucking attempt it. But just remember, everybody's trying to contact these people. What are you doing to stand out? And we're giving you a few little tips on how to stand out.
And another point is, these companies, who do you know that works there?
Yeah.
Who do you know that works there? And just have them in your circles. Just connect with them. Like and comment on even their pictures and posts and make them your friends.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people have just, like, literally from my time at Kevin David, when I moved on from there, some of the boys just kept in touch with me. And let me tell you the influencers I got them working with. So from Kevin David, I placed people from Kevin David that I knew when I was working there. Rudy Mauer, 8-9-figure influencer. From Rudy Mauer, I also placed people from there, Matt Lepre, Shakir Hussein, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, and now like B&B Formula, Brian Page. Like, look at all these. There's probably more companies as well, but like, these are all the people that work with me there, and I just boom. They just kept in touch with me. I'm like, okay, great, put you there. It's not about what you know; it's about who you know. And look after and really, like, me, who I pay close attention to, and I swear, like, Karna's name always pops up in my name. Andre's name always pops up in my name. Komal, Hamza, there's Mirza Shajil. There's a few Pratik as well. There's Michael, Taha. Like, there's loads of them. I've got my own personal list, and I just add to that list. Yeah. I'm like, these are the people, like, because I pay attention to everything. I'm like, okay, because you know what I want to see from people. Okay, you're not promoting an offer right now. You're not working on an offer right now. Okay, you know what? Just go and promote. Look, the TCU right now, the closest university is like a charity. Everything's free anyway. None of you guys are paid anything to be on here, but you're getting 7-figure knowledge. Now, and I say to you, okay, you know what? Why don't you go promote this to people? Why don't you just get the word out here? Because that's now you showing me how you would promote something if you were promoting it, how you would sell something if you were selling it. And I just look at what are people like, what are the comments that they're saying? Like, even right now when you're commenting things as well, I'm paying attention to this. Look how they're describing what's going on, because that's showing me, okay, this is, because how you do anything is how you do everything. The way you do one thing, that is the way you do everything. I pay close attention to all of these things.
On that as well, remember, it's about manifesting, creating real relationships. Like, a lot of the people that I speak to, I genuinely build friendships with people that I'm speaking with. Every workplace that I've went to, I've built friendships that I'm still friends with now. Me and Jabran have been friends for many years. And it's about cultivating those relationships, creating those friendships. And you're not doing it for the sake of, oh, it might bring me an opportunity. But the reality is that's how it works. You know, if you're likable and you're doing things, you're actively giving out to people, more will always come back. Like, I spend most of my life just giving. That's all I do. I just want to give, genuinely.
Imran gives too much.
Jabran's the same as me. I like to give. It gives me a big buzz. And the amount I receive back, I can't even accept.
That's why we know we're gonna be millionaire closers, like millions.
But it stems from giving. Like, we genuinely, even this platform, I didn't need to be here. I flew down from Cov.
He paid to be here. He's paid like £30 in petrol just to come here.
I flew down from Cov just for a laugh. Like, it's fun, isn't it? I love this shit. And it's like, we're doing it for you guys. We want to give you guys that fucking injection of energy. So you wake up and you start utilizing and implementing what we're saying, man. And we've got a nice solid little 40 watchers, whatever. It's all good, man.
No, it's crazy, guys. Imran's paid. He's paid money to come and speak to you guys. You guys haven't even paid a penny. This is how insane it is. I swear he did some crazy stuff. But this is what, like, trust me, the attention is in, like, trust me, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to these little things that we do. Like, a lot of the sales trainers, and I've been chatting to a few of them recently, and they're like, are you fucking nuts? Like, because they looked at some of the YouTube videos, like, you spent fucking 2 hours and 40 minutes doing live coaching. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, don't worry about it. Like, they ain't pay me. God's gonna pay me. Like, I know God will pay me. Like, I know what I have right now. If I packaged it up in a training, I know people will pay me thousands. They pay these freaking shit trainers.
Oh my days, like, fucking drives me mad.
I know people will, but right now, do I want to start a business? Hell no, it's too much headache. But if I get pissed off with the like a CEO or whatever, and I don't want to be like, I hope that never comes, because freaking running a business is a headache, man. Like, trust me, as closers, guys, like, we can make so much money. It's freaking nuts. It's actually nuts. Like, look, okay, there's an offer that I'm currently reviewing. I'm not currently reviewing. I'm freaking going all in with it. The offers start from 20K to like 200 grand. Like 20K to 200 grand. They are like, they're good offer, like solid offers, like 50 G's. 50 grand. Now check this out, guys. Okay, let's just say it's a 50 grand offer. Let's just say of the 50 grand deals, not even the 200 grand. Let's not even look at the 100 grand, 150, 50 grand. If I was to close 10 50K deals in 1 month, 10 50K deals in 1 month, how much money would I make if I got 10% of that? What's 10 times 50? 500 grand. What's 10% of 500 grand?
50 G's, baby.
50 freaking grand. 10 deals. Okay, you know what? It's not 50. Like, some people came on payment plans and whatever. You collected half of that, $250,000. You make the company $250,000. You just pocketed in 25 grand. 25 grand. This is the power of working with companies and like that are proven, that have a big offer, they can provide you with lead flow, and they've got like testimonials. This is what I've been waiting for and looking for. Now, this is just one of the multiple companies and offers that I've got like on my table right now. And this is what I want you guys to look at, guys. I really want you guys to look at. But I want to come to some of the questions. I want to blast through these questions.
Can I just mention one thing on that point real quick? I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but Jabran's in a position where he's got the skills that warrant that type of a position. Some of us here on this call don't even have the skills required to be able to be successful in a position like that. So all of us are thinking, man, get me in. How about fucking get better first? And the way you build that better up is Jabran mentioned it earlier while I was driving down illegally listening to the YouTube, because I was driving and listening. But don't tell her, it's all good. What I was doing was listening to that call, and Jabran mentioned it earlier. How many of you guys are willing to actually, let's say in theory, work for free? Who'd be willing to work for free to gain the skills, knowledge, and experience? That's what I did. I granted most of my fucking results from the ground, from years and years of doing event selling, door-to-door selling, small business ventures. So many businesses I've built, closed, built, closed, built, closed. I've had so many failures. It's the reason why I found my successes. Does that make sense? I've had more failures than everyone on this fucking call. I guarantee it. And the only reason why I'm fucking smashing it is because I just kept going. I kept going and I kept improving. I kept learning, which is the reason why now we're in a position where we can find these opportunities and these offers and be ready to crush them. How many of you guys are ready to crush an offer like that? I'm not sure. So fucking sharpen your axe, build your experience on working any opportunities you can. Because no, you should never have that or thought that, oh, that's beneath me. I want more. I want this. How about fucking get better first? Like, just improve your skills. Isn't it, Jibs?
Trust me. It comes down to, Taha's comment. What would you highlight if they ask for a 1-minute video? Now, 1 minute is borderline. Okay, I'll accept that because, they get a lot. Like I told you, a lot of people get applications of and they would just want a quick intro. That's what I say to you in the first, in my intro video, you know how I say, hi, my name is Jabran. I just wanted to shoot this quick video. Fucking, I'm telling you right now, I've improved that now as well. Yeah. I wouldn't want to waste, 10 seconds saying, I just want to shoot this video. No. Hey, this is Jabran. I have 20 years of experience in sales. I've worked with Kevin David, Rudy Mao as a consistent number one closer, 10 millions in sales. So I'm giving them things straight away, catching their attention. Yeah. But look, this guy that told you, oh, you said, look, some of these guys are going to take the piss. Oh, give me a video in 20 seconds. What the fuck? How much can you say in 20 seconds anyway? But you don't need to always drop down to because look, it's about posture as well. Now, look, if someone, I'll be honest with you, if someone told me, introduce yourself in 20 seconds, first of all, I'll be like, okay, let me just try introducing myself in 20 seconds. And I'm like, all right, here's my video, watch 20 seconds of it. But I don't know, I'm a bit whatever. But I'm just thinking to myself, how much can I say in 20 seconds? But you know what? Maybe I'll look at that as a challenge. Okay, Jabran, how can you compress what you said in 1 minute and 20 seconds?
It's interesting because me and Jabran, we're both obviously high level, but we've got differences of opinion on that. If someone said to me, introduce yourself in 20 seconds, I'll fucking introduce myself in 5 seconds.
I was just going to say that.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm Imran Farouk, I'm a legend, call me. Done. And I hang up. I only need to fucking use 20 seconds. That pissed me off. But again, it's about posturing. Some people are just being awkward and being knobheads. Or really, the truth is, people just want to get a feel for who you are. So what are you really going to be able to say in those 20 seconds? So if someone's looking for a 20-second video, I would call him out on knowing what he's looking for. I'll say, hey, you want to just get a feel for who I am? This is who I am. I'm the guy that you're looking for. Just give me a shout. Because that's what he's fucking looking for. He wants to know, so why is he asking for a 20-second video? Someone is asking for a 1-minute video because he's getting loads of people applying all the time. That's why they just want 1-minute videos. They want to waste the time. So I would say, hey, look, I know you get loads of these videos. I'll be real quick. I'm the number one here. I've done this, and I'm looking forward to you giving me a call. Done. Keep it less than a fucking minute. Who cares? Because people just want to get a feel for who you are. And how can you package that in as fast as possible and get that across? Simple. So yeah, and then also, yeah, my bro, Taha, you've gone over, I swear to God, yeah, since the whole time we met him, since the meal, this guy's been asking about fucking intro videos. When are you going to move past the fucking intro video, bro? Come on. You've done enough of these and asked enough of these questions and seen us speak about it enough. You know what to do. Come on, bro. You got this.
The next question, I wanted to seek your advice on how to give my Instagram a more distinct branding as a setter. Look, branding, shanding, blah, 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 whatever. You're not a fucking influencer. Yeah. Look, just neaten it up. Just be active on there. Show lifestyle. Show whatever you went or whatever. Share stories. But look, you want to be liking and commenting on whatever, on other influencers' page or whatever, and having your bio. You're having your bio, even your name, Hamza, a setter, appointment setter, DM setter. Just have it on there so when they look on your profile, they know he's an appointment setter. Yeah. And look, you don't need to have knowledge about being an appointment setter. Yeah, you maybe make some stories and put them in your highlights of tips of being an appointment setter. That's something good. So not on your grid, but in your highlights, maybe some insights into what, an appointment setter is and what you could bring to the table. So when they look on it, but you don't need to focus too much on building a proper brand on your social medias and with the posts and everything. Just be you. Yeah. So when they click on it, they know who you are. Simple. Some people
tend to look into it too much. Look at me, for instance, guys. You don't see fuck all about me on my socials. You see me, my kids. You see nothing about businesses. You see nothing about sales. You see nothing about anything. Now, I'm not saying everyone should do that, But I'm just saying sometimes we get too worried or
Too caught up.
think too much about how we're coming across. Just make sure you're impressing in the interviews. Make sure you're impressing when you're in that face-to-face. That's all I do. I impress when it fucking matters. And the rest, I'm more low-key. I keep myself in the background. But Hamza, you already know what to do, because I swear I've seen isn't he the one who's got that sick backdrop?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what to do, man. You don't need us to tell you, man. Unless you're looking for a compliment, then I'll give you one right now. You're fucking smashing it. It looks good. It looks good. You know what to do, bro. You don't need us to tell you, man. So
look at this one. Tanvir Chowdhury said, yeah, bro, because I've instructed over £1 million worth of houses in sales, but I can't show proof due to the companies. Fuck that. No problem. No worries.
You say it.
I just say it. I've done this and I've done that. No problem.
You want a reference? Here's my fucking reference. Yeah. And it's my second number.
This is the company. I'm joking. No, this is the company. That's it. Done. Like, don't worry. Don't worry if you don't have the proof. Say, look, I didn't get the proof. Whatever. It's fine. It's good. But you've done it. Talk about it.
Yeah, speak about it. Your experience is the proof.
Being able to
talk about what you've done, being able to talk about the processes, being able to talk about how you got there. That's all proof that you've achieved those things. That's enough. Again, this isn't like online. The world online, they don't care so much about how it works. Let's say in the real world or online. In the real world, they want to look at your references. They want to check everything. They go through everything. Because I've worked in blue chip companies. I know how it works. But online, they just want to know, is the guy good? Is he going to make me money? And based off your experience, that just gets you a foot in the door. Once you're having the conversation, that's when it matters. What matters, I don't even look at, half the resumes I get, everyone knows I'm interviewing people every day, yeah? I don't even read half the shit on the thing. I look at the picture if the person's got a picture and I think they look like someone I could work with. And then I read a little bit about what they've said. And then I might watch their video if they sent me a video. And then I just bang a little fucking Zoom call if they were sent by the right person. So if it's like if they message me and they said, oh, hey, come through Jabran, I'll always listen. I'll always give them my time of day. If they've come through someone that I know, I'll give them time of day. So look, first you just want to learn how to capture interest. Then you need to just be able to back it up while you're on the call. Simple. And that's what I would work on. I would work on just backing it up.
Next question from Karna just once. Karna, look, man, before I read your comment and everything, I love what you're doing, bro. You have the hunger. You have the drive. Keep up the drive. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Now, you said, look, how many months of experience do I need to look for another offer? You don't need it. Look, you're on an offer right now. Clearly, you're not happy with it, or it's not getting you the results that you wanted to get it.
So you're looking now. Yeah, look now. You don't need to look. The only fucking day better than yesterday is today. Simple. And you can't do it yesterday because you fucking missed that. So start looking for another one today. If that's what you want, always be looking for growth if that's what you want. But at the same time, if you're happy, just remember there's elements of the grass isn't always greener. Sometimes people are always looking for something that doesn't exist. So it's about a balance. Are you the number one in what you're doing yet? Have you maximized all opportunities in what you're doing? That's what I would say. Sometimes people are too quick to look for different opportunities. You can maximize and squeeze everything out of your current opportunity. And if you feel like you want more, maybe there's more growth within the company you're working in. Because once people have gotten a feel and a set for who you are, maybe there'll be more avenues and opportunities. So maximize everything you can, but there's nothing stopping you from looking for another opportunity at the same time. And if you're young and you're hungry, try and work multiple offers. Guys, I have like fucking four different businesses, like 4 different businesses, man. And each of these businesses require almost fucking full-time hours. So I just work around the clock. I genuinely work all the time, non-stop. But if you want the fucking lifestyle and you want the results, that's what you got to do. You got to put them sacrifices in. So then I can take the time off when I need to. And eventually I'm not going to work all this time. I'm not going to work forever like this, but I'm building certain things and putting certain things in foundation until the money's at the place where I need it to be. So look, if you want to look for another offer, find it today. Start looking. But at the same time, have you explored everything within the current company? Have you explored all opportunities within what you're doing right now? That's it.
We got Huzaifa over here saying, my question is, I'm new to remote. Look, you may be new to remote. Like I mentioned this about my, me being new in all the companies that I worked at, and like I didn't have the experience and whatever. Let's not focus on what we don't have. Let's focus on what we do have. Rana Huzaifa Faisal, if you're new to this space or whatever, you need to start from the starting of Closers University's videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and comment on the videos, of course, to help the algorithm. But I need you to leave your comments and takeaways from what you learned in the video in the comment section. That's where you need to start, bro, and start actioning the steps that we're talking about in the live course.
Yeah, because if you'd watched a lot of the videos, you wouldn't have really needed to ask that question.
No way.
Because we've gone over a lot of that stuff. But I will say, I like that you write RHF in your name. I like that.
What does that mean?
It's just his initials, isn't it? Rana, Huzaifa, Faisal, and then RHF. It makes it seem official.
Yeah, you love that shit.
I like that.
Imran and Jabran look like two twins. Jabran's a naughty twin who shaved off his beard.
Yeah, yes.
Still got a beard.
It's true. He's the naughty one. I'm fully halal.
If only you guys really knew the real Imran. Okay, we got Michael. How many objection handling methods do you believe we should master? Which ones would you suggest?
Okay, so for me, there's quite a lot. There's quite a few, right? I'm not going to start mentioning people's names, but what I would say is try and master as many as possible, because objection handling isn't so difficult. You've got your basic, the ones where most of the time it comes from effective questioning. So just knowing what to say, knowing how to control your energy, knowing that when you get the objection, you don't react, you just calm the customer's nerves, understand what they're going through. Usually it's a smoke screen. So there's loads of different types of strategies. Jeremy Miner has your whole NEPQ stuff. I know that there's a guy, Bill Walsh, he has stuff. A lot of these guys are high-level effective techniques. Then you've just got basic techniques like feel, felt, found. If I was to answer that question, Michael, I would say get familiar with all of them, but it also stems from understanding your client and understanding what's going to suit them. So depending on the offer that you're working on, the best way to really answer your question is every single company is going to be a different type of strategy that's going to work for their type of clients. So I would look at the highest salesperson or the best appointment setter or the person with the best results, and I would find out what method they're using. That's what I would do. And then once I've established that, they're using this method, I would try to understand why. And then I'll be like, okay, cool. They're using that method because a lot of their leads normally have this objection. And the best way to handle that objection is by using that method. And that's it. It's that simple. And then that's one way to look at it. Number two, it's about what you're comfortable with, Michael. Me, I like the way I handle objections is by using my energies. It's based off how I sell. I sell by building and cultivating a relationship and likability. I'm big on, if they like me, they're going to buy from me. So I'm big on building a relationship and rapport. And once I've got them, then I can get away with anything. So when I'm in a position where they like me and they give me a genuine objection, I always laugh because I like to disarm them. I'm like, mate, man, where's that come from? If they've hit me with a curveball objection, but because I've built that relationship with them, I'm like, yo, where's that come from? I'm like, mate, I know how you're feeling. So I'll just do basic feel, felt, found, lower their guards, lower their expectations, let them know other people have felt the same. And then I guide them towards a solution. It's very basic shit. But that's not always going to work if you're in, let's say, business to business and someone's asking you, questions that you actually need to address. Then you need to understand. Then feel, felt, found's of course not going to work. So that's, I'm currently working an offer where I'm doing business to client. Like I'm working with the customer. So that's why I'm using feel, felt, found, because it's more about the emotional feeling. But if you're working with businesses, you need to address and answer their questions. So you break it down, you let them know that you understand that you've heard them, and then you move into them. So like, obviously, if I was to mention any names, I know Bill Walsh from the Objection Box, he does a really good job at dealing with objections in that sense. And I know a lot of you guys are already, part of that group, and I've seen the way his method is. I think his method works bang on. And I feel like if you're confident and competent in learning that strategy, you're going to do well.
It's just even if like this is what I always say, put yourself in the prospect shoes. So put yourself in their shoes and be like, okay, what are the questions that are going to come up in their mind? What are they going to think, and what are they going to be maybe expecting or wanting to know? So that's where you do your homework before the call. So the preparation, the meeting before the meeting, give them the FAQs, the questions and everything answered before the call. So when they come on the call, now look, if they have an objection, you know what I do? I just jump on the same side. Of course, you'll need to think about it. It's a big decision. But hey, Imran, like, no disrespect, but you said to me it's been 10 years since you were at the weight that you wanted to be at.
Wow, why'd you have to choose weight for? Why'd you have to choose weight?
It's been 10 years since you
fat
wanted.
People have feelings, you know.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, have you not done enough thinking already? That's been 10 years.
I have been thinking about it, but it's a big decision. It's a lot of money, man. I'm just not sure.
I mean, there's money. So, like, I don't do all of this bullshit. Like, you know, like, I call it bullshit, but like, I don't do like, oh, you need it. Look, listen, you told me you're serious about this. Like, I get buy-in from the beginning. You told me you want to do this. Imran, like, look, money aside, you want to think about, what is it you want to think about? Is the money a lot? Yeah, it is. You can tell. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. 10 grand is a lot of money. But let's just say the program was for free. Would you need to think about it then?
Nah, I'd sign up.
I know you would. So let's just say, let's leave the money aside. This is in alignment to what you're looking for. What if I was to help you?
Talk to me. So stop there. What he's done is enough, because now he's continued the conversation. A moment ago, the conversation was broken down. All objection handling is creating the pathway to continue the conversation. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And sorry, what were you going to say?
Daniel G, man, you know him, you love him, that Canadian guy. Yeah. Honestly, guys, like, I want you guys to look, all of you guys on this call, and you're going to see it repeated as well. I want you to go and connect on Instagram. His name's Daniel G. Just put it in. He's a very, very good sales trainer. One of my favorite sales trainers of current right now. I vibe with that guy. He talks about the things that I do, because like, I don't wrestle with people when they're throwing me objections. I jump on the same side as the fence as them. Yeah. And like, sometimes, you know what I just did now? I only do this like probably 2, 3, 4, 5% of the times. But I want to get down to, I want to uncover the objection. But Daniel G, I want you to go reach out to him on Instagram, add him, follow him, like and comment, and even drop him a message so you know where he knows where you've come from. Say, look, Jabran from the Closers University, you highly recommended I come and follow you, and this is me. Bro, just look at what you're doing right now. You're using my name, you're reaching out to him, and you're saying you've come from me, and come from Jabran Supercon, just whatever, from the Closers University. When you're going to reach out to him, he's going to see one of your messages, and then he's going to be like, okay, he's someone like, okay, let's just say if T went and reached out to him. T's going to be now he's going to be thinking, oh, so he's already on this closing journey, high ticket closing journey, and whatever. You're getting on his radar, and like he's going to know you. You can utilize this later as well.
100%. And then another way, but just off the back of what Jabran does. So they'll say one way where Jabran did the objection handling. I would do this as well. Whenever I don't know what to do, whenever I panic, right, which happens a fucking lot, because we've all been there. Sometimes we don't know what the next answer is, right? Always bring it back to the beginning. Always bring it back to the beginning. So what I always do is I do what Jabran said. I get on the same side as them. I say, hey, yeah, of course you need to think about it. I go, but can I just ask you a question? I go, are you happy in your current situation? Or did you want to start trying to lose weight, if we're talking about my situation? And we're just looking for a simple yes. You just want to get a yes out of them. We know the answer is yes. They're not happy in their current situation. They want to start learning how to make money. They want to start losing weight. They want to start building a business. They want what you're fucking offering, but they're just forgetting because they're letting their mental blocks and their barriers consume their minds. So you just need that little bit of a fucking glimmer just to remind them. So I love saying that as well. I'll say, hey, look, yeah, of course you need to think about that's fine. But before you go away and think about it, which, I want you to go and do, can I ask you a question? Are you happy in your current situation? Or did you want to start learning how to make money? And then you're like, I want to learn how to make money. Well, yeah, that's what we're fucking doing, you fucking dickhead. And then I'll fucking sign them up because I'm a fucking top G. That's what I do.
We got Mohammed Urfi. He's asking off topic, why don't you have your desk set up in your bedroom? Mate, in my bedroom, my 3-year-old daughter sleeps there. My wife sleeps. Mate, me being in this room right now, I guarantee you my wife can hear me upstairs. She normally, I swear, like, she used to listen to me when I was on the sales calls. And she used to knock and like, she used to message me all the time, like, shut up, why are you speaking so loud? I was like, I can't help it. Yeah. I'm just excited about changing these guys' lives and making money as well. And like, it's crazy. That's why like my setup is not in my bedroom. Great call, guys. Thank you, Jabran and Imran. How do you handle the objection of I need to look at other options? Oh, shut the hell up. That's what I'm thinking about them having to look at other options. But like, look, that's just a smokescreen. I guarantee you, it's just a smokescreen.
You haven't given them enough reason to sign up with you. That's all it is. So, you know, there's loads of different ways you can do it. But again, it all stems from just breaking it down and starting from the beginning. So, hey, yeah, that's completely fine. I agree. You know, if I was in your position, in your situation, I would 100% go look at other options. I go, so while you go and do that, before you do that, is it okay if I just ask you one question? Yeah, are you happy in your current situation? Or did you want to start achieving X, Y, and Z? Okay, cool. And then he'll say, yeah, of course I want to. And do you feel working with us will help you get there? Yeah, I guess I do. Why do you think that? So now I want him to sell it back to me. Oh, I think working with you because of this, because of that. And I go, what would you say the benefits of working with us are? Oh, this, that. And what would you say the opportunities or let's say some of the negatives are from working with us? Now we're going to fucking get to his real objection. That's how you fucking break down the smoke screen, because now he's going to tell you what he's really thinking. So he's told you all the positives of this. Yeah, because you guys can do this. And what the next? Oh, it just seems a bit expensive. So that's where it is. You want to go out there and see if there's someone cheaper, yeah? You fucking Gucci. So listen, I agree with you saying I can't say that. I can say what I want. I'm fucked. If Faz is here, he knows. So what I would say is, look, I completely agree with you that you need to think about it, but let me just tell you something. If you want the best results, you need to work with the best people. And if you want secondhand results, then go get somewhere else. So what's more important to you, the results and what you can achieve, or price? Because it's going to be one or the other. Which one's more important to you? The results and what I can achieve. Sweet. Let's get cracked on then. That's what you're here for. You're with the professionals. I'm here to make that happen for you.
And even at the beginning, you know, when you're asking them like how, like, you don't want to say that, because you want to figure out where they're at right now, and you want to figure out, okay, like, what are they trying to achieve? Like, are they trying to retire their parents? Are they trying to leave their job? Are they trying to lose weight? So they're going to tell you, like, this is where I want to go. And then you ask them, like, how long have you been feeling like this, Imran? Like, has it actually been 10 years? You ask that right at the beginning. You're genuinely interested in them. So you know now already that because you collected all this ammunition at the beginning, like asking all them questions. You're just not asking it for fresh air. You're asking them these questions to learn about them. So now when he's just brought up this question, oh, I need to look at other options, Mr. Urgent. But how long? You just told me that you have been dissatisfied with your current situation for 10 years. How many freaking more options are you going to look at? Can I be real with you?
And you haven't done anything.
That's like...
So you've identified the pain. So Jabran's identified the pain earlier. He's created the gap. 10 fucking years they've been dealing with this pain. And then he's just repeating it back to them. So, hey, you can, but you know what's going to happen? You're going to be looking around and you're going to be wasting another 10 years before anything happens. So do you want to wait another 10 years before making a change and everything staying the same? Or are you ready to start making results and having a change and getting what you want, that you told me you want to achieve? Because I can do that for you right now. Credit card or debit card, which card do you want to pay with?
Which aspects of their business do I revolve the conversation around when connecting to a business owner? Don't get too specifics, man. Just be
the business inside out, not the surface level question.
Yeah. Don't think too much. Stop thinking too much into it. Just freaking do your outreach, man. Reach out to all of these guys and then follow up, whatever. Show them in your actions how you're going to follow up with their prospects.
You know, it's a very interesting question. And I've seen, Team Leaf, I've seen you pop up a few times, some of the things that you say. And you're a very intelligent guy. I can see that, yeah? So that's my impression of you. You know, loads of effective questioning. You have some very valid comments and points. But I feel like maybe you're overthinking it sometimes. People just want results. If you really want to know what to talk about, you want to talk about money. Because essentially that's what all these business owners want to make. All these influencers want to make more money. And they want to know, how are you going to help them make more money? So that if you want an answer, the answer is how you're going to make them more money. Very simple. And the way you're going to make them more money is by utilizing your skills and experience in benefiting them as a business. But you can't start, if you're a random person and you don't work for someone, how the fuck are you going to start creating a conversation or a dialogue that's going to suddenly be like, wow, this random guy on Facebook is the solution to all my problems? It's never going to fucking happen. First, you just want to step through the door. Then you want to show them who you're about. And that's what I did. Like, that's what Jabran. So Jabran got me through a door on an opportunity. Then I showed them who I was. And listen, check this. This is some insights for all you guys. Whenever I start in a new company, I don't come in fucking guns blazing. I'm Billy Big Bollocks. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Obviously, I say it behind the scenes with the fucking management, but with my peers and my colleagues, I don't, because I want to cultivate relationships. I want to build connections. So what do? The first thing I do is just build rapport. I go in, I just build rapport. I say, hey, I'm just looking to learn, just looking to see what you guys are doing. I want to see what you guys are about. I'm learning about everything. Can you guys help me? Can you help me? And I ask people for little favors. Oh, I really like the way you did that. Could you help me? Oh, I saw that you did that. Could you help me with that? I saw that you've got the best numbers here. Could you let me know how you did that? And I would spend the most of my time just cultivating, building relationships. When the reality is I already fucking know what I want to change and I already see everything, yeah? But they don't need to know that yet because people aren't ready to listen to that. If Jabran doesn't know me and I just turn up to Jabran and say, oh, you need to change this, you need to change that, you need to fix this, he'll be like, who the fuck is that guy? Shut the fuck up and do one. But if I came to Jabran, man, you're amazing. I really like this fucking jacket. Where'd you buy it from? Oh, I got it from here. Cool. Oh, you smell good. It smells like the blue, Chanel Blue. And now I'm just spending time getting to know him, learning a little bit about him. And then we're having a conversation where we both figure out where we want to work on. So, this idea and mentality that you're going to bring value straight away, that's not real. I bring value straight away. And even I know I can't fucking tell people straight away what's going on. When I came into a business once, I already identified 10 fucking things I wanted to change on day one. I didn't start changing them till 4 weeks later. 4 weeks before I even made my first change. Because I was just taking time building relationships and understanding the process. Don't be someone that comes in trying to disrupt the flow if you haven't even understood the flow. If you don't even understand how it's going to work, because no one's going to respect you. And then, like, if Faz is still on the call, he'll know that's what I did. First, I gained the respect of everybody by backing it up, showing the results, doing everything the same as everybody else, and then listening to everybody, and then coming with a solution. And I brought that solution as if it was the idea from everybody else. That's how you want it. So to answer your question, what aspects of the biz do I revolve the conversation with? Mate, impossible. On Facebook, random Facebook person or Instagram, it doesn't exist. It's not real. If you want to really help them, get your foot in the door, learn the processes, and then show them ways to improve.
There's Zishan just messaged me and he was like, Jabran, there's only like 20 odd likes on the video. Tell everyone to like the video.
Yeah, bare people. We had like 60 people at one time.
So yeah, guys, if you're loving what you're seeing, make sure you like the video. I don't know why he's telling me that, but maybe we need to like the video. Zishan is my main, I'll say operations guy. Zishan and Ershad are like massive on operations. But yeah, if you're loving it, guys, hit the like button, and so make sure everyone else can see and believe it and whatever. But anyways, okay. How do you two legends analyze and dissect your own sales calls on your journey to success? More blessings.
Yeah, man, like Cheyenne, yeah.
Dissect your own sales calls.
It's true. I do that. I listen back to my own calls, and I feel like you have to. And I'm now in a position where I can, because listen, I'm not infallible. I make mistakes on calls all the time, but it's easy to look, and it's easy in hindsight to look back at a call and know where it went wrong. But sometimes you don't hear it while you're on the call. So what I always did was, anytime I didn't get a sale, I would go back to that call, listen to it, and listen out for what I didn't hear the first time. And I would train myself to do that so much that then I used to hear it live while I'm on the call. And now I'm in a position where I will hear it live. I know when the energy fucking changes and switches, and I know how to regain it back from the client. Because ultimately, that's where it comes down to. It's when are you losing engagement? When does the energy change? How do you recapture that energy and engagement? And these are little skills and hints and tips that we can teach you, and they come with time. But analyzing calls, before I had the ability to analyze my own calls, I would pass them to other people. So I would always seek advice from other people. So people that were performing better than me, or even other people that had more experience than myself. I used to send them my calls all the time and say, hey, could you give me some feedback? Oh, hey, could you give me some feedback on that? Or could you give me an example of this? Could you share some of your calls with me so I can have a little look into it? And that's what I used to do. And that's what I would recommend.
It's one of the
yourself.
best things to do, man. Always be looking like, it's like, you know, in sports, you know, they watch their boxing fights and they look at the last fight, they look at their opponent's fights and whatever. Always be analyzing your own calls. Always just go through them and like, oh, I wouldn't have said that. I can't believe I said that. But yeah, make sure you do that. Now, Mirza Shajil said, what type of questions should we prepare before an appointment and an interview? Look, guys, you don't really need to, you know, create so many, you know, questions and, you know, be ready to ask them questions. Like I've already told you what to look for in businesses. So you've got that. Maybe you can ask some of these questions in there. Make sure you watch the last video. I've already touched upon like some of the things that you want to look for in businesses. Once you've got that, you just be like, look, how can I be of value to your team? Or like, you know, what's your ideal appointment setter? What do you require from him? I want to do more than that. Tell me what to do and I'm going to do more than that. Daniel Cesari, identify your avatars on who you're engaging with and tailor your approach specifically. The assumptive sale approach, in my opinion, causes sales resistance first and foremost. Okay, bro.
Now, it depends, Daniel. It depends on what you want, what you're selling. So trust me, you know, it's a very interesting point. And I'm finding a lot of these new age salespeople, they tend to put a lot of this stuff out there. So we're reading so much of this stuff and starting to believe everything that happens. In regards with sales resistance, mate, of course, if we're assuming they're going to sign up for no reason, then of course that's going to create sales resistance. But if we're speaking to people and we've built rapport, we've gone through it, we've getting the buying signs, we're getting the impulse, we're getting the right questions, and we're getting to the point that of what they're asking, then you would 100% assume they're going to do it. Because assuming they're going to do it is powerful, because it almost puts the pressure on that they don't want to break out of the norm. And if you just assume they're going to do it based off what they're saying, that's the reason why you're assuming it. If you just jump on and you assume that it's going to be good without learning about them, without actually understanding or speaking to them, of course that's going to build resistance. But that's just common sense. But you have to have some type of assumption that people want to work with you, because that actually brings confidence. When I walk around, I assume everyone wants to fucking be my friend because I'm a fucking legend. And that confidence is attractive. So when I'm in my business mode and I'm having a sales meeting, of course I'm going to assume that they want to work with us.
It's a no-brainer.
Because we are the fucking best at what we do. And then when they sense that and they know you believe that, it's so powerful. It makes them buy in. So, Daniel, I understand where you were going with that, but I would have to disagree.
People buy you before they buy your product, man.
Yeah.
They buy you. And like, I swear, people just, even on offers, like I was new on, I just really believed in the offers and they can see it. I'm like, okay, we'll do this for you. We'll do that and we're going to get this done. Like, why would you not? Like, why do you not want this? Like, for me, honestly, like, that's why it really goes back to believing in what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Believing in what you're selling. And trust me, you'll do well. Okay, public speaker Pratik. I love the Pratik has his name. Do you feel networking with salespeople of proven offer is one of the better ways in? Of course, 100%. I told you, have them in your circles. Comparison to only filling job applications. No, do everything, man. Do everything. Outreach, have friends, fill in job applications, go on LinkedIn, go on Google, go on Indeed, go on Instagram, chat with people. Hey, where are you working? Make notes of everything. Connect with them. Stay connected. Make sure you're sharpening your axe as well. Don't just like connect with these guys and get me a job. Because once you land the job, you'll be out of it as quick as you landed it because you were shit. So make sure you're ready for the job. I could only imagine the prospect's face when you hit them with that profanity. Jabran and Imran are just bullying the prospect at this point. No, I'm not. Imran is not me.
Wait, it's interesting that I'm going to tell you guys something, right? And I'll tell you guys fucking this straight. So many people, they're all watching this new sales age where you have to really build rapport and really ask all these open questions, allow the person to buy from you and all this shit. Mate, why don't some people grow some fucking balls and challenge people? Sometimes, fucking having an objection handling is just having the confidence to actually challenge them on their own bullshit. And when you've got confidence, you can actually do that. Now, listen, I'm not fucking recommending people to do this, but I've had calls where someone's giving me an objection, and because I've built that relationship with him, I said, mate, I don't believe you. Straight up, I don't believe you. I challenge him as mate. We've been speaking for 30 minutes, and as a mate, I can't let you miss this opportunity. But it's up to you. It would be such a shame for you to miss out, so I'm going to leave you with a final choice. That's how I would fucking deal with it. And I do fucking push them into it, but only if I believe it's going to be good for them. And I believe that actually it's going to help them. Once you've got belief in what you're doing and you know it's going to benefit them, then when you are speaking to them like a friend, how would you speak to your fucking little brother or your family member? You'd be like, shut the fuck up and do it, man. Like, you know you're going to fucking make money. You like, what are you worrying about? This is going to help you. It's going to get you to make money, and you're going to be so grateful when it happens. So, mate, and then I start talking about the future. I assume they're going to do it. I say, just remember, I like Ferrero Rocher and chocolate lint, yeah? Send me some fucking chocolates as a gift when you're smashing loads of money. Don't forget me.
I like doner meat. Really nice doner meat.
That's it, done.
Should we have doner meat after this?
Now I'm already eating. I'm full. That's what I was
doing. Watch me eat. You can go to the toilet.
Oh yeah, that's it. I need a slash.
Okay, guys, we're gonna be wrapping up shortly, but I just wanna whoa, this is quite low. Okay, cool. How's everyone doing so far, guys? Have you got some value today so far? Let me see you in the comments. Okay, so we've talked about networking, Instagram. Okay, so how can you find some opportunities? I've given some guys some tips on like how to find great opportunities. This is one way. Figure out some of the niches that you want to work in, whether it's Airbnb, whether it's Amazon, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's, I don't know, tech or whatever. Get those keywords, just put them on Instagram. Like even just put on Amazon. And like, look, a number of coaches are going to come up. Freaking follow all of them, or just make notes on all of them, or even just put in coach, or put the keywords in Instagram, and then you can start narrowing them down. And then you can find out all of these names. As you guys know, and most of you guys have got the list. I made a list of like, I think 20 or something or whatever high ticket clients that I would personally go and outreach and work for, that are doing millions a month, and multi-millions a year as well. So, maybe, and then I'll start blasting through those lists, networking and finding out the offers, going through the funnels. I'll be doing all of that. But okay, guys, look, we're only going to be going on for the next few more minutes, but what is the best niche according to your experience? Look, one thing that I'm focusing on right now is pain-based offers. This is a real golden nugget, this, guys. Pain-based offers. What do I mean by pain-based offers? Like if the your prospect has some sort of pain that you're looking to provide a solution for. Now this is this is you getting, because like, look, someone that maybe biz opportunity, pain-based offer, or if it's a pain-based offer, like you're helping someone lose weight, you're helping someone, I don't know, get into business, start a business opportunity. These are good offers. And then, so that's what I would be focusing and looking on right now. That's the niches there's loads of niches, but those are the niches that I would be looking at. Pain-based offers, or biz ops, or even biz ops, or e-commerce. Like right now, like drop shipping, Amazon, FBA, like done for you, Amazon automation, any of these done for you programs. Like, look, any program that's done for you, it's going to be at least 20 grand. Hey, 20 grand, 50 grand. Imagine getting a commission on that. Some of you guys, like imagine you just get a couple of, but you don't only want to be aiming for a couple of deals anyway. Like you want to be like, okay, I want to be aiming for 10, 20 deals in a month. Now imagine 10, 20 deals of a 20K and a 50K offer that you're getting 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand per deal, as opposed to 10, 20 deals of a 2 grand offer, 1 grand offer, and some of them are on payment plans. This is why you need to focus on these niches. But look, guys, on that note, it's been a great session. I want to love you and leave you. I've given you enough things to go and hit the ground running with, but I want to tell you actually before I go, there's these big opportunities that I've got on my desk right now, and I want you guys to step up. I want you guys to really study my sales calls. Really study my sales calls that I've uploaded. There's 6 of them, and I want you to make a note of my scripts. And mine runs all free flow, but I really want you to know the questions that I was asking them. Think about how I was asking them. Think about how, sometimes, I'm looking at look, one of the other things I'll tell you was also, I want you to do all of that on the sales calls. And I want you to really figure out my call structure. So when an opportunity comes up for closing, you already got it. Or even you know how to close even before you have a closing opportunity. So you have all of that there as well. But look, guys, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. It has been great. I am going to end the live stream. This is your boy Jabran Khan reporting live from Small Heath, Birmingham. Look, if you found some value today, share it on the socials. Like and comment and share this on the socials. But it's been great, guys. We've been going for nearly 2 hours, and there's been a lot of you guys on here. So all the best, guys. Let's put in some action and put in some work. Because look, guys, you've got all the information right now, but this information can be irrelevant if you don't put it into action. Implement the knowledge that you've just received here today. All the best, guys.